Hey guys, today I'm editing my Magic deck. I got a bunch of cool cards that I really liked. This is my first Edge of Eternity's pack, and there are a lot of colossal dudes that I got. I'm going to get them out. The other cards I'm not going to show because I don't feel like it. So first one, Fungal Colossus. And pretty much, for each differently named land I control, he costs one less. So that's pretty cool. I have like 5 differently named lands, so I could probably get him down to 2 mana. He costs 7. So I'm putting him in my deck because he's cool. I got some other cool dudes, but I don't really like him. I also found the Graph Blade Heavy. I think this is a very cool card. As long as you control an artifact, this creature gets 1 to his power and has Death Touch. I'll have to look up the Death Touch thing again. I don't know if it works when he attacks, or when it blocks. I think it's anything that he attacks just automatically dies. But that doesn't make any sense when it gives him +1 to his attack, but he also has Death Touch. Because wouldn't that just automatically kill them? Why would you want that extra power? I don't know. It just seems a little weird. I feel like it should be health to make it more survivable. I think that's a cool card. The rest of these are just kind of, puns, but I also got Harmonious Grove Strider. This cool guy. He looks really neat. He's just a little plant dude. And he also has Ward 2. Whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, counter it unless that player plays 2 extra mana. This creature power and toughness is equal to the number of lands you control. So, if I control 7 lands, I could just make him a 7/7. He costs 5 mana, so probably, at most I have to make him a 5/5, but I can go higher than that. The rest of these are kind of poopy. I do like Cosmogoth. He is this is a really cool art piece, and I like his thing. For each of your number of cards you own in exile, and its toughness is equal to that number plus. So pretty much, if I have 5 cards in exile, I get 5 power, and I get 6 toughness because it's a +1 to toughness. I also got this shiny little dude right here. I also got a Mountain Land, and a Robot token, which I'll probably just proxy as a different token that I have. But those are 2 low cost dudes. And now it's time for what I opened from Thunder Junction, because I didn't really get to celebrate Halloween, so I just kind of went out and got some Magic cards. I got Florlorn Flats. We're going to put that in my deck. A shiny version of Holy Cow. I already have one of these, but this is a shiny version of it. So I might switch that out. Mana Drain. I have this cool card. It's a legendary creature. Magda the Horde Master. And pretty much, if I sacrifice 3 treasure tokens, I summon a 4/4 Scorpion Dragon. And she's a commander, so that might be cool if I ever choose to use that. Rest of these cards I don't really care about. Outcaster Greenblade, which is pretty much, he gets a +1/1 counter for each desert you control. I only have 2 deserts, so I can make him a 3/4 at best. And when he enters the battlefield, I can search my library for a basic land card or desert card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. So I am going to put him in my deck. If you watched the last video, we already know I got Daring Thunderfief. Wanted Griffin I just do not care about. Skullduggery I can't even play. And then I found this really cool one, Tumbleweed Rising. Create a XX green elemental creature token where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So if I have a dude who has, if I have a dude that has 5 power, I can create one green elemental creature, and he gets 5/5 for his power and toughness. And the most that I do have, the highest one that I do have is this Colossus dude that doubles my mana. It doubles for each player, which kind of sucks. So I hope to find a way just to kill him after I use him, because I don't want everyone else getting double mana. But at most I can make the Tumbleweed Elemental a 7/7. So that's pretty good. Include that. I also found this really cool card where as long as this guy doesn't have... If you haven't casted a spell from your hand and you don't have a flying counter on this dude, you just give him a flying counter, which just seems boring. I also got Deadeye Duelist, which is very basic. It's a 1/3. But the cool thing is I can tap it for 1 mana and deal 1 damage to a target opponent. So if they don't kill this guy, I'm just like, well, you know what? 1 mana, 1 damage to you. 1 mana, 1 damage to you. 1 mana, 1, and just spam it. So I'm putting that in my deck. But the rest of these cards, I'm kind of... Oh, I also got a bat. Little bat dude. Oh, and this little ant guy. Probably not going to do it. 3 mana to give him a 1/1 counter. He's 2/2, so I can make him a 3/3. But I spend 5 mana in total on him. That just does not seem worth it. But he is shiny, so... I mean, I'm probably going to sell this guy. Let's be honest. That's like a worthless card in my opinion. Yeah, those are the cards I got, and I'm going to edit them into my deck later.